Well, hi everybody. It's just so great to welcome you here tonight on behalf of Bev. Here we are sitting together, and we're excited about this launch for Bev with Lifewave Business. She's been patching for a few months now and excited about it. And it's a big welcome to everyone. Those online tonight, we have guests here in the house with us too. And to those that might pick up this a little bit later on, this will be, well, it is recorded and we can send it out to anyone and everyone as Bev would like us to do. So, yeah, patching. Bev, you might just want to share with everyone a little bit of your experience with the patches and why you decided to use them.
Well, the patches, I was really encouraged after hearing Rhonda's testimony with them to try them out. And it's been a couple of months now for me. I'm nearly 80 years of age and I've been on medication, blood pressure medication, ever since I was 30. Wherever I moved, a doctor would add another one on, another one on. So I was taking 6 every day for 44 years. Now, just recently, I dumped the lot and took the patches, and it's just been absolutely amazing. With my get up and go, my energy, my clarity, just in every way. For me, it's, there's about half a dozen things that have really stood out for me, but the patches have been, I've really, really, blessed to have them, to use them, the availability of them and what they do.
Yeah, awesome, Bev. And I know the testimonies come far and wide, and for us, yeah, more energy, less brain fog. My husband, our neighbours call him the Energizer Bunny, and he is 80 years of age. So wow. In general, I have to say this for myself. My testimony is linked with collapsed veins in my legs, and I could only walk just very short distances. Now I'm back walking long distances. Am I 100% there yet? No, but my energy levels, less brain fog. My husband used to be up 3 and 4 times a night to the bathroom, no longer, maybe wakes up once. And his hair's got thicker. And where it had this bald patch, it's got hair. It's called, yeah, stem cell regeneration.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's just been wonderful. We are incredibly blessed. And now to everyone that's linked tonight, welcome, a very special welcome. And I want to pass it over to Vanessa. Vanessa and Andrew are an amazing couple. They are senior presidential directors with Lifewave. We met them about, oh gosh, 8, 9 months ago. That's when I started patching, and they've been a blessing to us. They've helped and supported us. And yeah, I'm going to hand it over to you, Vanessa, because you will share with everyone just what this is all about. So welcome. Thank you. We so appreciate you.
Thank you.
Well, it's such a joy to be here. And for those that will watch this later and those that are on now, welcome. These stories never get old for us. We hear fresh ones every day, but for every single person, these stories mean the world to them, because it's not just better energy and sleep and all these incredible things like off medications. Well, it's what that does for someone. It's the energy for, it's the sleep so, right? There's always a beautiful why behind what that means for each person. And so, Bev, on your launch online today, we just want to say congratulations and thank you on behalf of Lifewave, the inventor David Schmidt, our team here, our wider team of thousands and thousands. But thank you for saying yes to sharing and actually passing this on, because it is too good to keep to ourselves. And we really feel like we're on mission when we are sharing, because the heart of the inventor and founder is that this technology would be in over 1 billion homes, so that people would also have solution and options when it comes to their well-being, and also for their financial, emotional, physical, even relational well-being. Because when you can get your health optimized, amazing things happen in lots of other areas of our life as well. So for those that will listen in, Bev is an official brand partner of Lifewave, and so is Rhonda, and so I mean my husband, and so we're all just an amazing team together. So what we're going to show you is a quick information presentation about the technology, about the inventor, we'll share a few stories, weaving them through, because Andrew and I have been patching for nearly 20 months now, and there's thousands of people in our particular team that have also been patching and for longer. And then we'll show you how you can purchase from Bev. And I love to say it up front so you don't start to think, is this thousands? Because if you've ever been offered stem cell therapy from a doctor, it is thousands and thousands of dollars. Most of it can't be done here. Some of it you got to fly overseas. And so we want you to know this is less than a cup of coffee per day, less than a meat pie and a soft drink combined per day. And so this is not outpriced. This is very, very affordable. And then it is in the direct selling space so that person to person can share this technology in over now 100 countries. So when you hear this presentation, you'll be thinking of so many people as you hear, like we were, about who this might be able to help. And so when you do think about them, jot their names down, because you can share this presentation with anyone from here. And you have amazing help in Bev and Rhonda on how to share this as well. So it is a secret that is too good to keep to yourself. And we're talking about, if you don't see Bev in person yet, if you're not local to her, we're talking about a little patch that literally looks like this. So like this on somewhere on your body, anywhere on your body as soon as you get it. And it is literally, it looks nearly like a Band-Aid. So you take the back off it, and then it's just a clear adhesive. And in here is small little, they're called, the scientific word is nanocrystals, but people get scared of that word. It's not, doesn't mean anything too technical. There's nothing in the when it comes to, some people think nanocrystals is all the pharmaceutical word, but actually what's right in there is just small little salts, aminos, organic matter, but nano just means tiny and minute crystalline structure. And basically what it's doing is it's reflecting your own body's heat and light. And we're heat beings, we're light beings. And so our heat is emitted onto this patch, and it's like a mirroring impact and effect of a light frequency right into our body. And you'll see what that light frequency is doing in a moment. So can sound super sophisticated, but it's really simple to wear and simple to share. So let me just show you this presentation, the very same one that was done for us from when Andrew's best mate called and said, have you been patched? And then he started telling stories about hair regrowth, and he was in his 60s, and menopause symptoms all gone for his wife, and scoliosis pain gone for his daughter, and incredible fitness results for his son. And so this is just, its person is so unique, every single person, but this particular patch will elevate, activate, and regenerate your own body's ability to heal. Because the problem is our stem cells decline as we age. From when we're young, we've got a lot of them when we're newborns, and then pretty much from 2, they start to go on the decline. Stem cells are the body's raw materials for loads of different parts of our body. They become anything our body needs: heart cells, lung cells. So our body knows what to prioritize for those stem cells. But pretty much at 30, we've lost half our stem cell activity. By 60, 90% of our stem cell activity is actually now dormant, like the stem cells have fallen asleep, which is why people might be living longer, but they're not living well as they live longer. And often it's operations, and thank God for the medical profession. Thank God for professionals, but often they don't have solutions. So they just want to offer more pharmaceuticals to us. And often there's a lot of counterindications to those. But if we could just optimize our own body to begin to heal itself, wouldn't that be amazing? And that's exactly what this technology does. I just showed you what it looks like. So it's called photo light therapy. You could just call it simply light therapy in a patch. This is small, minute crystal technology. It's using your own body's light to activate. So no drug, no chemical, no stimulant, no toxin is going through your skin. This is non-invasive. So where doctors are having to offer stem cell injections these days, expensive, invasive, and often don't work longer term, this is regenerating your own body's stem cells, which is incredible. And it's so simple to wear. My husband always says it was made for men. I'm always offering the latest supplement and the latest green powder and the latest protein powder. And you know what? All those things are good things. But he's like, this is the first time you've ever literally just said, brush your teeth, put your patch on, brush your teeth at night, take your patch off. It's so simple to wear. So you do wear it during the day. You take it off at night. There are some support patches you could try at night as well. But the 12 hours on and off for the X39 is because your body also needs time to repair and rejuvenate. So while you're sleeping, those stem cells that have woken up during the day will start to move around to where your body needs them. Throw that patch away or put it on a plant or put it on an animal's bed. We're seeing wild impact and stories for animals as well. Put a new patch on the next day and repeat. Drink plenty of water. Make sure there's a good little electrolyte in that, because stem cells love to move around when there's good amount of water in our body. The kind of benefits, you just heard a little bit of testimony from Bev and Rhonda, heard about Ray. My husband's off his sleep apnea machine, and mental clarity for my daughter from 3 major brain traumas. After 6 weeks, her brain was balancing, which you'll see. But we see strength, increased strength, mental clarity, brain fog gone for so many people, reduced inflammation, and inflammation we know is the root cause of all disease. Great restored muscle and skeletal conditions. My daughter's scoliosis, it's shocking, the physiotherapist, how quickly her body is aligning. And we have a lot of practitioners on our team as well, adding this into the way they help people. Increased stamina, no more of those afternoon nana naps, that dip in energy. It's like a really nice energy, not a high adrenal energy, just a really good energy to last throughout the day. Deeper sleep, dreaming differently. People are really talking about the depth of sleep, and in sleep we heal so well. The sleep apnea machine my husband was on, thank God he's off it now. It was a few months of wearing the X39 and he was off that machine and sleeping so deeply. He was diagnosed with glandular fever for years and years. He'd always say how tired and exhausted he was, and now I've not heard that come out of his mouth once for 20 months. Energy and vitality and improved skin appearance are just some of the benefits. We always say this product cannot diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition because it's a wellness device. It's a simple wellness technology. But when light enters your body, unbelievable things begin to happen. And the long-term results are that we see things like, yes, the patch can have like what we call a one patch wonder story. Our beautiful friend Sue, who's mid-70s, early 70s, she had struggled with gluteal bursitis, a pain in her butt, she said, and it wasn't her husband, is how she likes to say it. And she said that she'd had spent $8,000 on different alternative treatments. Within 20 minutes of putting this patch on that place of pain, it was gone and it's never come back. Now, Sue's 72, so a lot of other things are still regenerating, but that pain has entirely left her body. At 6 weeks, your brain will begin to balance. At 3 months, collagen is increasing everywhere. Skin, hair, nails is some of the things we see fast start to respond. But collagen is on all your joints, all your ligaments, around all your organs. And we really see some great mobility start to happen for people. At 6 months, the data will show in all the research that your heart age can have reversed up to 8 years from 6 months of use. So we see a lot of cardiovascular breakthrough with this technology as well. The inventor himself says this isn't just age anti-aging. It's not just the newest, latest trend. This is age reversing organs in your body, and it's your cellular age that is getting better and better with this technology. Now, this can sound too good to be true, but again, as we start to show more results and we make more claims, what we're looking at right here is a brain scan of a 77-year-old woman. All the red is inflammation. 6 weeks later, there's no more red in that brain scan. You see all that beautiful blue, which means her left and right brain are beginning to talk to each other, more coherence. Now, friend, what this means is that brain inflammation is in a lot of people, both as they grow in age, but also young. So autism, ADHD, anything neurodivergent challenges, like all the way the brain is functioning is a lot to do with inflammation. Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. So we just see wonderful results. Mental health challenges for people. There is so much hope and so much breakthrough when this patch goes on people, simply one a day. This technology is patented. That's a huge deal. What that means is there's been a huge process that's been protected in its invention the whole way along. It's a 20-year patent, and usually people then extend that for another 20, another 40, another 60, so that fake copycats of this cannot come to market. If you see this online, if you see this on eBay, if you see this on Amazon, it is a fake. You don't want to go near it. We're hearing awful reactions for people when you don't get this product from Bev or Rhonda, whoever you're seeing this video through, Bev and her business and her Lifewave partnership. If you don't get it from Lifewave, there's no guarantees on it. But the patent means it will do what it claims to do. So the patent says this will elevate a copper peptide, which is called the fountain of youth peptide. It will activate stem cells, it will improve energy, and it will elevate antioxidants, which keep viruses away from your body. This is a huge deal. You want the patent on this, but also for those that are sharing, it becomes an exciting opportunity to think that we are the only ones when we become brand partners that can share this all around the world. And we also take that as a real social responsibility too, just to get the word out there, like Bev is today in her launch. David Schmidt is the CEO and inventor of X39. He has over 200 patents now to his name. He's very well renowned in age reversing research, always has been. And in 2008, he began to focus his attention on stem cell research. He already had other patches released to market. It's a 20-year-old company, which makes it the real deal. This is certainly not any kind of scam to have been around for that long. But what he did was, as he realized light frequency can elevate a peptide, and that particular peptide can wake up your own body's stem cells. Once he released that to market, this thing went like wildfire all around the world, and we get to be a part of sharing this. The studies you can do if you love the deep dive, like many people are wired for deep research, learn more about this particular peptide in our body that our bodies lack, and we often need something like light frequency to help it generate in our body. See it like this. Imagine going out to the sun, and when you stand in the sun, vitamin D is increased in your body. Well, it's not the sun with vitamin D, it's the sun's frequency of light that's telling your vitamin D to increase. That's what the frequency of light in this patch is doing to tell your body to increase this peptide. And this peptide is what is renowned for the last 20 years and known to switch on your own stem cells. So it's so unique. It can feel a little complicated to understand, but it is so simple to put on every single day. Safe, extremely affordable, patented, protected, nothing else like it on the market. We've heard a few testimonies already from people that you know and like and trust, or that you're meeting somewhere in the street, and then Bev's sending this information to you. but we want to say this will be so unique on you compared to another person. So you do have to give this time. So when she offers, and you'll see in a moment, a 3-month supply, a 6-month supply, a larger pack for more patching more people, it's because you need to think this is minimum 3 to 6 months of wearing a daily patch to really see some breakthrough results. But along the way, fill out the benefits tracker she's going to send you when you purchase from her, because it's amazing to start to actually rate the quality and increase of the kind of breakthroughs that you may not realize you need, but we all need. Better sleep, better mental clarity, energy, stamina, recovery time if you're even exercising, mobility, and feeling of well-being. So this is not a quick overnight fix. This is going to regenerate over time. Go to thisisitinfo.com and get to know a little bit more about how it works and some simple little quick videos. Bev can point you in the direction of them. But when you go to thisisitinfo.com, go to /testimonies, because here we have hundreds of videos of real life testimonies. Just check out the children's testimonies alone. A non-verbal autistic little boy has now began speaking words to his mum. Can you imagine what this means for families? And this is what excites us the most. Andrew and I receive good news stories every single day. We've been pastors for 30 years. People come for prayer constantly, and they're praying for health breakthroughs. They're praying for financial breakthroughs. They're praying for freedom and relationship breakthroughs. And we're hearing it all every day with a God-given tool like this in our hands now. We've got blood pressure decreasing. We've got seizures no more. We've got cerebral palsy getting so much amazing healing. We've got back pain, wound healing. These are some before and afters of scoliosis and burns and nerve damage. And our dear friend, through a whole pot of water, accidentally, it slipped out of her hands. It all flew back in her face. There was burns from the top of her head all the way across her neck. And within 8 days of patching, it was literally healing. She's got doctors now that are starting to patch because they were so shocked. After day 2, she was not even on pain medication. This is the real deal when it comes to this technology. Hair regrowth, we've just heard about scar healing, all this beautiful skin appearance, which is just a sign of great things happening on the inside of your body. We've got people off their medication, people out of wheelchairs. I have a 64-year-old customer who was a boxer 27 years ago. He's been on pain medication ever since. He was getting a hip replacement surgery. His doctor called us after 6 weeks and said, we're canceling his hip replacement surgery. What are these patches? Now she's patching. This is just what happens all around the world as we begin to share, like Bev is today. We've got plenty of practitioners on our team. And so we love telling stories. You've just heard a little bit from Bev and Rhonda about their story. In our world, we're talking about, for me, major car accident and falls. I haven't been in pain since day 3 of patching. I haven't needed to take anything anti-inflammatory. My daughter's mental health suffered, as a lot of young people do these days. After 6 weeks of patching, she was emotionally regulated again. Our auntie, who is 82, lost her taste and smell to a virus 7 years ago. After 2 weeks of patching, she texted and said, I can taste blueberries, spinach, and a whole lot of other things, and it just keeps improving. Another loved one was in deepest darkness, depressive, suicidal state in their life, and within 2 weeks they said the darkness lifted off their brain, out of their body, out of their spirit, and literally, we believe, saved their life. And these stories, friend, can sound too good to be true, I know. But until you get patching and patching others, you won't know what actually your stem cells are going to do. Your body is actually fascinating. Your body, left to its own desires, devices, will be degenerating, but with the right light frequency coming into your body, so your body knows what to prioritize first. So you might say to Bev, "Hey Bev, will it fix my shoulder?" And she might say, "It could." And you might say, "Could it do this? Could it do that? Could it do this?" Because you're thinking of so many things as you hear these stories. And Bev will just say, "It could." The only way you're going to know is if you start to patch, because our body actually knows what to triage, like what to prioritize. So you might think the shoulder pain is the priority, but your body might go with the stem cells. Actually, your eyes are priority. And a lot of people say, "My eyesight's improving and I didn't even know that I needed it to, or my glasses now don't work." And so it's so fun to hear the stories once you get patching. Just before I show people how they can purchase the product or also partner with you in sharing, Bev, is there any last minute, or Rhonda, any last minute quick stories you wanted to share that feel important for the recording?
Thanks, Vanessa. Gosh,
Yeah.
it's just amazing. The testimonies continually blow me away. There was one gentleman that shared he had Parkinson's, and after 9 months, he's out passionate sharing it with people. Please keep patching. It took me 9 months. I was heading for a wheelchair, had the shakes really bad, and he said, "I'm free of it all now." And yeah, so that's one of the testimonies that really touched me in my heart. Yeah, just, and the children ones. My next door neighbour has a 7-year-old grandson who has autism and pretty angry with it. And the parents can't believe, the turnaround with the patching. So they're just a couple of other testimonies. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Are there any dementia testimonies?
There are dementia testimonies too, and we'll come to that. We'll actually have a question section in a minute. But yeah, awesome. So
that
excited.
reminds
We just love to share, Vanessa,
Yes.
because it's about people's health. It's about, whether you're younger or older, just that regeneration. And I'm blown away of how I feel because I know where I was 8 months ago. And I know I can go further yet, but I'm excited and Bev's excited. And that's why we're sharing together. It's about people, their health, and there's another side to it too, but we love to see people well. That's what we're about.
Simple as that. Yeah.
Well, for young and also those that are coming up to those new levels of age as well, it's for everyone. It is from the newborn all the way through. So let me just show you as we finish this recording, and thank you, ladies, how you can purchase. Here's the part around what we call the business, but it's more a sharing model, so that you might even say, "Well, Vanessa or Bev or Rhonda, I want to do this, but is there a way I can actually get my patches covered?" And the answer is yes, because the inventor himself said, "I don't want anyone to say that they can't prioritize $5 a day. So let's make sure the money for sharing and marketing goes back to the people rather than me pay millions of dollars to a marketing company." It's the fastest growing company in the wellness space in the world right now. The company's 20 years old. It originally had all the other patches and it had sold a good amount. 20 million was still amazing back in 2021. But because there's nothing like this on the market, the company's about to hit $1 billion in sales. And so 40% of that goes back to research and development for the inventor and the other technologies coming out. But 60% of that 1 billion goes back to brand partners as they're sharing, which is a really generous way of being compensated and being told thank you. It's a thank you, like referral, thank you for referring. So when you think about this, you might be thinking about, this could mean better health for me. This might mean that my family could be impacted. Maybe I could share and I could cover my own patches. Maybe I could earn more than that. Like Andrew and I now, this is a really huge part of our livelihood. It's allowed us some time freedom, financial freedom, location freedom, because one of our daughters lives back in Canada. I had quality time with my father in his final year of life. This has changed our life as we've been sharing it, and we're a family with 4 gorgeous girls, and so we really see this as a legacy business for them as well. So this is how you get started. With Bev, you're going to discuss the best package to come in on. Bev and Rhonda will help you with this when you're ready to order. You'll either come in on a 3 sleeve supply, a 6 sleeve, a sleeve means a month supply, or a large family pack, or you're thinking of all the people, you've been looking for some purpose, looking for a business, looking for an opportunity, and you can come in at the premium. What this is in US dollars, so it's approximately 500 Australian for the core, it's approximately 1,000 for the advanced, and it's approximately 3,000 for the premium pack. And so you'll look at that where you come in, the best price. She'll show you as well what you can afford right now versus what you might want to upgrade to later, just to get the packs at an even better price later. These are one-off investments, and when you make this investment, you also get the opportunity to have what's called your brand partner license. So for a year, you too can say, hey, I've thought about a few people. I'd love to get my patches paid for, or I'd love to earn a little bit more money. We've got some wonderful people that are saying, listen, like the pension is not enough for us, and we want to create more flow into our finances and our family. So imagine it's like this, okay? Just really briefly as we end. Imagine you go for the core pack. So you go for 3 of these, there's 30 in each. So you're going to patch with one of those in the month. You're probably immediately going to want someone else to also have 30 days supply. And then what you'll have is an extra sleeve here, 30 patches, and you might want to just get it out to a few different people. One patch, you're not trying to promise that it's going to change their life overnight, but it's so easy to sample someone and share it with them and say, hey, I'm doing this now. Would you like to learn with me? So that's how a 3-pack works. Often with the 6-month supply, what's lovely about that is that there's 6 of these. You'll patch, someone else will patch, and say there's 4 people that are going to order from you. If Australia Post takes 7 to 10 days sometimes, then if they live near you, this can be like a loan pack, and you loan it to them until their supply comes in, then you loan another one until their supply comes in. If 4 people order from you and order from Bev, then every month she's going to have her patches paid for. And we love that model because it just makes it so fair and so exciting. And I love that when I'm buying my patches from our best friend who introduced us, I love that our buying of patches also supports his family too. And we love that about this business, because I tell you, what happens with money in Bev's hand and Rhonda's hand and our hands and your hands, it does really good things, because we know finance in your hand is going to really make an impact where you need it to make an impact. And so we love this business model. We love the direct selling space, and we love supporting people like Bev and Rhonda because they really want to make an impact in people's lives. So we're going to stop the recording. You will be circling back with Bev and or Rhonda on what to do next, whether we just get you going for 3 months or 6 months, or you got a large family like we had and you want to just go all in, or you really want to consider also being a brand partner with us and helping to share this mission wherever you know people. We'd love to partner with you. So thank you for listening. And I'm just going to ask you, Rhonda, just to close up and remind people how they can get in touch with Bev.
Great. Thanks, Vanessa. Thanks those are online and those here with us tonight. And yeah, look, Bev will be in touch. I'm there to support Bev every inch of the way with this. We just want to be there for people to see them, number one, healthier, and great to see their patches being paid for along the line. So thank you, Vanessa, because she's a great coach, a great life coach along the way, and always there to support us. So it's not just Bev and Rhonda, it's Vanessa and Andrew supporting us all along the way. So you will have questions. We will answer those shortly, and we just say thank you. Great to have those that have been online and here with us tonight, and to those that are going to look at this afterwards, because it will be available and we'll send it to you. And we're really looking forward to hear great testimonies for those that choose to run with these amazing patches. They're life-changing.
Yes.
I absolutely have to say that. They're life-changing. And thanks again, Vanessa.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, this is an honor and a privilege. And Bev, you are making such a difference already in the world with a beautiful family. And now you have another purpose in your life. So what an honor to support you. So congratulations on your online launch. And for many people who will be impacted, we're so excited.